YouTube, let's get it. Back with another vid, YouTube. It's your boy Big Gap. And today, I'm out with the buggies. Don't worry about that Mojave over there. I'm out with the buggies. I'm doing a comparison of all the RTR top dogs. I did say RTR top dogs because I know it's gonna be some people gonna say, oh, what about the Techno and what about the low C8 and all that stuff, but that's not what I'm comparing. I'm comparing the RTRs. So we got the Python 6S, we got the Typhon 6S, we got the Kyosho Inferno Neo 4S, and we got the Typhon 3S. The Typhon 3S. And we just gonna get out here today, man. It's gonna be a comparison video. It's gonna be short clips of each car running, so you can see the differences, and hopefully we can help somebody out on what they choose to buy. None of the cars are upgraded except for this one. This one I have I want to say I have a 17 or a 20. I have a 22 pin in this one on the Kyosho Inferno Neo 3.0. I have a 22 pin, so it's going to be nice and fast. But here he is, man. We got the 3 buggies, man. We're gonna get them out here and see what they can do, fellas. Hold tight. First up, fellas, we got the 3S Typhon out here. He is a little on the limp side. One of my shocks, all the oil has leaked out, and I can tell on the front, on the left one, it's starting to leak out as well. It's starting to leak, the shock, this is starting to leak out as well, so it's a little gimp. And last night I tried to put the 4S Traxxas Max system in here, but I couldn't get it to fit, so I just hurry up and slap the stock back in. So hopefully I set it back up right, and we're gonna get out here and see what it can do, fellas. We're on a slight little track. We're gonna compare the different turns and how it reacts. Y'all hadn't seen the video with this side of the track yet. Y'all always catch the track over there on the other side. But you will see videos coming soon of this track right here. So we're gonna get it on out here, man. Track starts off down the hill, come up the hill, around the inside of that cone, outside of that cone, inside, and back. So that's what we're gonna do, fellas. Let's get it. See how the Typhon 3S gonna perform out here. Typhon, oh, I finally spit around. It was doing great to that last little turn right there. Handling good. She whining a little bit, but handling like a G. What I do like about the buggies is you don't have to brake as hard to get itself straight. After the turns, you can stay on the throttle. It straightens up pretty good. She ripping it up, fellas. Whew. Handling good on my new little tires. Iron Man. Ooh, hard rock. Hard hit on that front shock with no oil in it. Ooh. Oh, got a little air, baby. All right, fellas, quick blast with the Typhon 3S. We're moving on to the next one. Hold tight. Next up, guys, we have the Kyosho Inferno Neo 3.0. This one also has a leaky shock. I don't know what it is with my shocks, but they leaking. This one has a leaky shock. I think it's on the front left. I have a 22 pinion in there. Gonna get out here and see what she can do out here on the track. This one right here is a blast to drive though, man. It handles and drives excellent, like it's meant for the track. Let's get it. I will say this one sounds like it's the most raggedy of the group, but it don't drive like the most raggedy of the group. Ah, it got a little bit more air than the Typhon was getting right there. This one is a little faster though. Handling like a dream. I love the way this one straightens back up. When you come out of the turn, you don't have to keep turning for it to straighten up. You just barely tap the throttle and the car straighten out, man. I love that. I love that about it. This is an excellent racer, fellas. I ran that guy Lee's down there. I ran his in one of the races we did over here last time. I ran his and I was like, man, I gotta get mine back out because his handled so awesome on this track right here. See, mine doing the same. This thing is handling beautifully, fellas. It pushes a little bit on the throttle, but not too much. They straighten up easily. Look how it straighten up, come right on down. With the 3S Typhon, a few times I had to turn to make it straighten back up, and I was oversteering. Got the King motor with me. This is definitely a racer, man, a great racer, man, for anybody getting into racing on a budget. And you know, you don't know how to build a kit yet, this is a great racer. He does excellent on the track. Got the Proline Badland truggy tires on here. They doing pretty good out here. Another rock in the steering. Hey, you know what's good though? We keep running like this right here. We're gonna make it. It's gonna be its own track. You ain't gonna need no cones. You ain't gonna need no cones in a minute. You're gonna be able to see the track itself. Handle it awesome, fellas. Inexpensive driver, racer. All you gotta do is gear it up slightly. Run it on 4S. This thing is a monster, fellas. Look how he eating this track up. The 3S Typhon did pretty good, but not this good. Ooh-wee. He is cutting up, fellas. All right, we're gonna call this the last lap. I don't wanna make this video too long. It's already gonna be long. Kyosho Inferno. As you can see, the body is jacked up a little bit because I got a big old brick in there. But I appreciate y'all. All right, fellas, so we're gonna get on to the next one. Oh, y'all almost got me about to end the video. We're gonna get on to the next car. Hold tight. All right, fellas. Now we're gonna give the Python a rip on 6S. Let's get it. Let's see what she can do. As I can see already, that back end is gonna be crazy because this thing has straight power. So we're gonna get up here and take it around the track a few times, see what she can do. It's my first time getting her dirty like this. She's super fast, fellas. That back end, you got to be gentle. That back end gets crazy. Thing I can tell you about this one already, the straight line, this is gonna be the best for the straight line speed. It's gonna have all the other ones on the straight line speed. Turns awesome though, fellas. You just gotta be real slight on that throttle until you get it straight. Once it gets straight, you're good. But the thing about it is getting it straight. It turns awesome though. It definitely turns awesome. Said you scared me right there. You got me driving cricket.
What you on the track?
Standing on the track. My bad. Handles pretty good though, fellas. Sorry for that wind. Handled that turn good. It turns awesome though, fellas. I will say the turning on it is great. It's just that back wheel get a little crazy on you. Fellas, that's baby in the throttle. That's like maybe a quarter throttle right there, man. She running like a champ. It's quarter throttle. See if I can get it up to speed, come around this curve. I can't see. There we go. Good grief. That ain't even half, fellas. Ooh, see, she'll get crazy on you in the back. So I know me, I won't be changing the diff fluids out, because if you put stronger diff fluids, that's gonna make it even more crazy in the back. And for me, this won't be a hard basher. This is gonna be more of a racer, like what I'm doing now. Just because of that top end, it's so nice. Ooh. She cutting up though, fellas. She cutting up. She doing pretty good. Not quite Kyosho good, but she doing good. A little better than the 3S Typhon. We'll say that. All right, fellas. Quick run of the Python, and we're gonna move on to the Typhon. All right, fellas. Last but not least, we got the Typhon 6S. We're gonna get a couple laps with these. I know this is a pretty long video, but I ask y'all to bear with me because I still have to. When I get home, I'm gonna do my final thoughts of all four rigs, and I'm gonna tell you which one I prefer for certain applications of driving. So here we go. We got the Typhon 6S. I know this one gonna get nutballs because of the power, the sheer power that this car has. That back end is hard to keep still on this loose stuff. You have to baby this one too. See? See what I'm saying? But I don't want to talk too much because that's that's gonna be in my final thoughts of how I feel. You know, what's a good setting to run these rigs on. Look at that. You need better. I need to have better tires on here as well too though. Kataras are good tires, but could use some slightly better ones. Typhon handling pretty well though, so far. I ain't got crazy with it but one time. I ain't got crazy on me but one time. That Mugen is on me though. I know he gonna come get me in a second. As soon as I scuff up. And I just scuffed up. He did too though. Spit around, see? Got a little crazy right there. It turns awesome though. One thing I will say about this, the Typhon 6S, it turns. A lot of people don't like the armor servos, but this one is doing pretty good if you ask me. Pretty good. But as of anything, man, it's an art to the racing, man. It's an art to racing, man. It ain't as easy as people think. You just can, cause your car fast, you can just full throttle all over the place and win every race. Nah, man, it's an art to racing. It is an art. Especially on a track like this, that's not a real controlled type track. It's not a real deal track. It's just more like makeshift, something you made up. It's tough, man. It's not easy, man. A lot of people say, oh man, if I was out there with y'all, man, I'll be winning every race, man. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. That's why I tell people all the time, well, come on out here. So we're gonna see what you can do once you get out here. Typhon sound like a chainsaw coming down through there. He don't lack power, I'll tell you that much. Oh, flipped them over. All right, we back at it. And out here, man, it's very rocky, man. You go crazy out here, you'll tear your car up on these rocks. Cause I done took some hard hits out here. Just on these videos, taking some hard hits. Got a little crazy in the back right there. Gotta put better tires on here, man. But I can't, you know, I don't have enough of everything for everything to be perfect, you know what I'm saying? So I have to just work with what I have, you know what I'm saying? I wish I had all the same setup on every car. I wish I could do that, but just not feasible, man. That stuff costs. So it is what it is. I would have to just change them out, run them with the other tires when it's time for me to run this one. But he doing good though, fellas. Doing pretty good. That was my fault, fellas. I was looking at my timer, seeing how much time I had left. All right, fellas, I'm gonna give me a couple more laps, man. I'm gonna end the video back at the house and give y'all my thoughts and how I feel. All right, fellas, we back at the house. We're gonna talk about the things about these 4 buggies. We have the Kyosho Inferno Neo 3.0, Typhon 3S, Typhon 6S, Team Corelli Python. All right, starting first. The first things first. Race ability without any tuning. Without any tuning or any changing or any nothing. I would have to say the Inferno is the best racer, hands down. It is the best racing buggy up here on this table for racing, all the way. I mean, it's a night and day difference between the Kyosho Inferno and the rest of the cars with racing. A little bit of tuning, you can make all of them really good racers, but just out of the box stock, this is the best racer on the table. All right, speed wise, if we looking at just straight line top end speed, has to go to the Team Corelli Python. Hands down, the straight line speed of this thing is ridiculous. It is, it's out of there in a flash. I don't know what the gearing is. The gearing that they have in it, I don't know, but that thing is fast. Whatever they did to it, it is fast. For bashability, as far as strength, as far as breakages and just straight, you can go crazy with the car. I would have to give it to the Typhon 6S. Bashability, this is going to be the best basher out of all these cars right here. This is going to be the one that hold up awesomely. For value, for if you on a budget and you want a pretty good racer that you can bash as well, you got to go with the 3S Typhon. 3S Typhon, it really is a monster. What I'm finding out about the buggies is that 6S really is too much to race. It's too much power to race on 6S. You can do it. You're gonna have to be really gentle with your throttle and your turning, especially your throttle. They all turn pretty good, so that won't be a problem. You have to be gentle with your throttle because these 2 cars right here, the back end will get crazy on you. It will get crazy on you. So you have to be gentle with the throttle. I think these two, the Corelli and the Kyosho does have better tires on them because I have the Proline Badland buggy tires on here. So they do have better tires, which they perform better. I know they was gonna perform better than the Typhon tires because they don't have a deep tread pattern. And then these are some aftermarket tires, which they did pretty good, but they wasn't super duper solid. For this car to have the least power out of all these. So I'm gonna revisit this again. I'm gonna get 2 more sets of the Badlands and I'm gonna put them on both of these cars. So it'll be more of a fair shake. Everybody had good tires. Everybody, was at they top-notch levels. But with that being said, like I said, these 2 cars right here, they're gonna be better to run on the track on 6S. Because like I said, with all that power, the back gets real swirly. But they do fine. They do just as well on 4S. The 4S is not as fast on 4S, like especially this one. It's a big night and day difference. The 6S is way faster than the 4S on this one. The 6S is faster than the 4S on this one, but the 4S on this one on the Typhon, it still has a nice little bit of pep. So it's still easier to do the 4S on the Typhon. The Kyosho, it only comes 4S ready. You will need to gear the Kyosho up. If you run the stock pinion and you only getting about 30, 35, 37 miles per hour, it's gonna be hard to keep up with the cars that you know what I'm saying, some of the 6S cars that can run on the track really well, it's gonna be hard to keep up with them on with this one on 4S with the stock pinion. So what you do with this one, you just take this one up to a 22 pinion, and it can run with the best of them. It can run with the best of them. I don't care what you got out there on the track or loose dirt. This one is gonna run with them. But all in all, it was a great video. I really enjoyed doing this video. Like I said, they all have their their pros and their cons. But if you're looking for a race style buggy that's and you're on a strict budget, pretty strict budget, I would say go with this one. The Kyosho Inferno is $429. This is only $300, but this is not gonna have the performance that this one has out of the box. So $429. If you're looking for a racer, I would say go with this one. If you're looking for a buggy that you're not gonna really do no racing, but you like how they handle, you like how they drive, and you just want to bash the crap out of it, you go with your Typhon 6S. If you want a buggy that's straight line speed, just fast, you want to put some street tires on it, you want to speed run, just right out of the box without really having to do too much, but maybe up a pin or something. But you don't want to stretch it like how people do the Typhons and all that, and put TP power motors and 8S ESCs and stuff like that in there. You just want to be able to change a gear and still hit 80, 85 miles per hour with some street tires. I say go with the Python. If you're looking for something that's on the real low end, and you still want to bash, you don't really, you want to race a little, but you want to do more bashing, then the last option would be the Typhon 3S, because this, for $300, man, this is an awesome buggy for what you get for the price. So we're gonna sum up the video right here, man. I know it's been a long video. My test this time was not for bashing. My test this time was for racing on the track. It's a makeshift track, true enough, but for racing on the track, I would have to give the nod to the Kyosho Inferno 3.0. It's a few things I dislike about the Kyosho Inferno. Starting out first is the fact that they put Phillip head screws up under the bottom of the chassis, and some of them they just strip that, not the actual end of it where you stick the screwdriver in, strip the actual screw on the inside. The threads on the screw strip out, and you can't, like right now, I cannot take out my motor mount. It won't. The screws up on the bottom, they just spin and spin and spin. You can't tighten them, you can't loosen them. So they screws just spin and spin and spin. But other than that, it's a really good car, man. Right out of the box, man. It's $429. Only thing it needs is a pinion change. You change that pinion, get you a good mesh, and it's a monster. I just have to say on the track, it's a monster. So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all sticking around watching the video, man. This was my comparison of the 4 top RTR buggies. RTR buggies, not kits, not this, because I know people gonna say, oh, the kit. No. I'm talking about RTR buggies. So you got track, this is gonna be the best. Straight line speed, this is gonna be the best. Bashability, this is gonna be the best. All around value, just low price and a good rig, Typhon 3S. So I appreciate y'all sticking around, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, dislike, whatever you like. YouTube, and I'm in it.